So, hello guys. Today we are going to see a project demonstration of a topic, a study on women empowerment and its impact on organization with special reference to Chennai. So, actually, it's a MBA projects. So, this topic was about women empowerment. So, so let us see the contents covered about this project. So, starting with abstract. So this is a list of index, starting with the abstracts, list of tables, list of figures, and it will be continued as five different chapters. Starts with chapter number one about introduction, covers research background, statement of the problem, need for study, objectives and scope with deliverables. Coming to the chapter two, covers literature review, review of literature research gap be covered in chapter 2, and chapter 3 methodology, types of project, target respondents, research process, assumptions, constraints and limitations, sampling methods, data processing and tools used for analysis will be given in chapter 3. And coming to the chapter 4, data analysis and interpretation with the percentage analysis, chi-square analysis and correlation analysis and ANOVA analysis. So here four different analyses were done in this chapter 4. Coming to chapter 5, following conclusions, summary and findings, suggestions with recommendations, conclusions, directions for future research with appendix and references. So these are the list of tables in this project and the list of figures in this project and abbreviations, followed by chapter 1. So the chapter 1 with the introduction about the research background. So in research background, as I said earlier, the woman empowerment will be detailedly discussed in this introduction part as a research background. So then in chapter 1.2, the statement of problem will be discussed. Need for study will be discussed in chapter 1.3, and objectives. Coming to the objectives, the primary objective of this study is the woman empowerment in the field of marketing, in particularly Chennai city. So actually, this report was developed for one of our student from Chennai. So if you people from other cities also, we can change accordingly. So the primary objective of this project is particularly in Chennai city, and followed by the secondary objectives. And here the 1.5 chapter will intimate the deliverables about this project, followed by chapter 2, the literature review was discussed here. Review of literature, which is nothing but your studies from books and journals, was referred here. And in chapter research gap has been covered in chapter 2.2. And coming to the chapter 3, the methodology was discussed here with a flow diagram. So defining the problem, literature survey, research gap identification, identification of primary and secondary objectives, research design and type of identification from primary data, and descriptive research and qualitative research. We are going to do the data evaluation and interpretation using the statistical tools. And finally, we are going to give the result conclusion. So this is the flow diagram of the research process. This thesis flow diagram will be given in this thesis. And here following to that, we are given what are all the sampling tools we are going to use with followed with the actually the research type was described here, descriptive and quantitative. and total population finite, and sample size will be 200. Target respondent will be a woman employees of Swiggy, Zomato, and Uber. Here, actually, that woman empowerment will be discussed in particularly in Swiggy, Zomato, and Uber. Why? Because Swiggy, Zomato, or Uber at all, like a food delivering and parcel delivering kind of jobs. So whether in that job the woman employees can, how they are empowerment of women will be in this particular field we are going to discuss. The sampling method will be the convenience sampling statistical tool used with percentage analysis, chi-square test, and correlation with ANOVA. And yet the assumptions, constraints, and limitations will be given. Sampling methods will be discussed here. Data processing, the primary data, secondary data, and data requirement, and the method of preparing the research instruments was discussed here. So these are all the sampling methods. And coming to the important chapter, the data analysis and interpretation. So actually here the first chapter starts with percentage analysis with the charts and interpretation. So actually this is a questionnaire based respondents. We have a set of questionnaires. So here it was given in the below of this report. So here the appendix, the questionnaire was given. So these are all the questionnaires which was asked by the women employees from the listed companies. So from the survey, we have already we discussed. We have taken around 112 samples. So from the questionnaires, the response we received total of 112. So starting with the age of the respondent, so the collected data will be given in the respondent counts as well as in the percentage with the interpretation with the graphical representation. The same procedure will be followed for the all the questionnaires which was asked from the respondents. So these are all the questionnaires asked from the respondents. So they given details about, for example, let us see one question. So delivering the food to well unknown customers. Here the most of the respondent says 32% of the respondent delivering the food to unknown customers only. So the woman people who are all doing this kind of job will meet daily unknown persons. And coming to that, the important question: performance than man in a field. So it's saying that good. Okay. So most of the women are doing the job great. So this data will be discussed over here, and interpretation was given with the graphical analysis. So here bar graph and different type of graphs was utilized in this project. So after that, coming to that second chapter of chapter number 4.2, that is chi-square analysis. Here the hypothesis testing of discussed, following with the correlation analysis, chi-square test, and ANOVA analysis. So all the test has been done with the specific interpretations. And coming to the conclusions starts with the findings. So here by doing this kind of survey and analysis, we have finded some of the problem. So those problem will be discussed here, and based upon the problems the suggestions were given. So the suggestions were listed out here, and finally the conclusion part will conclude about this thesis, and the directions for future research was given here. And as I already discussed, the questionnaire was discussed in the end of the project, and the reference papers, so textbooks, list of journals which was referred to make up the thesis was given. following with the websites. Actually, this thesis was around 73 pages. So uh, actually, this report was developed on request by one of our student. So if you want to want this type of projects, or if you want this report for references, or if you have any topic to write up a project for MBA or MPhil or whatever the studies. So if you have any requirements, we have given the WhatsApp number in the description. You can WhatsApp us. We will support you 24 by 7. And also we are writing thesis, journals, and assignment works for all the departments and all over the world we are doing. So if you have any requirements, and if you need any help, if you need a plagiarism check for your document, or any kind of support if you require related to your studies, you can WhatsApp us, or you can contact us. If you are in India, you can directly contact us. If you are outside of India, you can WhatsApp our number. We will support you 24 by 7. And so that's all, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching.